Yo, my friend, welcome to Coach Paul's Life Tip Podcast. This is a place where you are going to be set free through every single day, challenges, struggles, possibilities, all of those things in your life. These life tips are going to help you navigate to your process. Hit that subscribe button here on iTunes and drop me a review down below if you like my content. You could also follow me on Spotify, iHeart, and YouTube. Now, here's the kicker. If you want to watch me live, you can pick me up live every single day on Facebook at facebook.com/Coach Paul Ibarra. I come on 7:30 a.m. every single morning, Central Standard Time, to bring you these tips. So once again, that's facebook.com/Coach Paul Ibarra. So if you are all about community and helping build a community, then that's the place to be. With that being said, sit back and enjoy the ride. Yo, what's going on, everybody? And welcome to another life tip with Coach Paul Ibarra. This life tip today is not even a number. Okay, this is Thanksgiving week, and I wanted to do this podcast for you. I'm actually in Loveland, Colorado. We finally made our transition from Euless, Texas, which is the DFW, into Colorado. We are purchasing a home, and right now we are actually in an Airbnb. So if you hear little heaters kicking on, that's exactly what it is a little heater. Or if you hear someone snoring, that is my pit bull, and she is snoring her little heart out. And so, we make do with what we got, right? And so I wish you could really totally see my setup that I'm in right now. Normally, I am in my studio, but it would just blow your mind if you saw how I've got everything hooked up right now. My wife is upstairs, and she's working working remote. And so we're just making this thing happen. And so I just wanted to come on real quick and just share my quick story on transitioning from Texas to Colorado. And right now, like I said, I am in an Airbnb, and this thing is freaking awesome. I don't know if you've watched the series Yellowstone, but it almost feels like a tiny Yellowstone out here. We are smack dab in the middle of a ranch with horses and cows and pastures and just stables and stuff, trailers. But this Airbnb is totally cool. And so I thought I would switch it up today and not just bring my typical tip of the day, right? This should be, I think, tip number 12, but I'm not even going to number it. I wanted to share my life with you guys because you have supported my podcasts since these have started. And you've also, if you haven't supported my other one or even listened to my other one, it is Coach's Corner with Paul Ibarra. And I will put that link in the show notes as well. You have supported me over the years. And so I wanted to share today my gratitude towards y'all. And not so much just because it's Thanksgiving week, but I'm in a place right now in life where I'm starting to take things a little bit more slow. I'm going to continue to podcast, but right now I'm kind of like off the grid. And so it's brought some perspective in my life to really, truly understand and acknowledge my family. We were able to hang out with my son that lives out here in Wyoming. He came to visit, and just experiencing him and his mom interacting and loving on one another. And we're cooking together and just making things happen in this tiny little Airbnb just brings new perspective. And so my question for you today is, what are you allowing? Or matter of fact, how is your perspective in your life right now? Is it totally dependent on you grinding? Is it totally dependent on you putting self-care to the side? And I ask this question because even for myself, since I've been here, I've done a whole lot more walking. I've spent more time with my pups and really taken the patience to walk them in an area that they don't even know. I mean, our drive from Dallas-Fort Worth area to Colorado was almost a 14 or 15 hour drive. We purchased a Toyota Tundra, which was a huge blessing. We towed my little Hyundai Accent on the back of it, which that truck is a beast. I'm not getting paid to advertise for Toyota, but I'm saying it is a beast. And being able to drive with two dogs, and every stop that we took, we had to take our dogs out, take them for a walk so they can, relieve themselves, just as we do. We all made sacrifices. They didn't eat as much, and neither did we. But coming, driving, being tired, listening to music, listening to secular music, listening to Christian music, having a conversation with my wife, looking at the scenery. And then when we finally got here into this awesome Airbnb, it's like, wow, you wake up the next morning because it was dark all around. One side of the canyon is mountains, and on the other side is mountains. And now we're in this place where we get the sunrise that is so freaking majestic and the sunset that is so freaking awesome. And so perspective, right? And so I want to talk to you today about some perspective. And I want to ask you this question. Where's your perspective today? What is going on in your life that you don't have enough self-care? You don't have enough time for yourself. Maybe you're a giver, and so you pour out to others. You pour out, you pour out, you pour out. You are doing so much for others that you forget about yourself. Or maybe you've forgotten about your family. Or maybe you're grinding so hard that the family is left behind. Or maybe your career is number one versus your new adventure in life. I want to tell you today, my friend, this is my perspective. This is the things that are going on in my life right now. The place of enjoying the moment, really, truly enjoying the moment. I am a big stickler. I love taking pictures. I love taking pictures with friends and family and, situations and parties and, just everything that goes on in life. And again, you probably hear my girl in the back snoring, and she is out like a light. As I was, watching my wife and watching my son interact, the first part of me wanted to grab my phone and take a picture. But then it hit me. Not all moments have to be on Facebook. Not every moment has to be recorded. It's the moments that we treasure in our hearts and in our minds. The things that we see, the places that we go, the people that we interact with. Sometimes you don't have that camera to take a photo. Sometimes you don't have that camera to take a selfie. It's about enjoying the journey, like really, truly enjoying the journey in this life. So where are you at today? What is so important that you may be putting your family to the side? What is more important that your health, your own health, is at risk because you're constantly pouring out to someone else? Where are you at today in your mindset? What are you allowing the enemy and yourself and people around you maybe to speak into your life that causes you to stay stuck in isolation? Where are you at as far as feeling whole about yourself, but really truly taking real perspective, real truth, and being whole within? Whether you're a believer in Jesus Christ, or you go to church, or you're Catholic, or you're Jehovah's Witness, or you're Mormon, or you're Muslim, whatever. I mean, it's not my place to call or to judge who or what you should be. But as a believer, as someone who believes in Christ Jesus, if I am not tapping into life itself, God created us in a way for us to enjoy life, to enjoy perspective, to enjoy new things. But if we don't enjoy them, we're pretty much robbing him of the pleasure of watching his children at play. You follow what I'm saying? I hope this is touching your heart today, because it's really touching mine, this journey of mine, this last few days. And we've got 3 weeks in this Airbnb. And I told my wife, I already know I'm going to take a whole lot more walks. I'm going to have some new perspective. I'm going to be totally off the grid. Maybe do some podcasts. Of course, I'm going to do podcasts because I committed to you and to myself to do these podcasts. But I really believe that they were going to be a little bit different. Colorado has really, truly slowed us down in just the last few days. watching the atmosphere, watching the people around here. It's like, people do things a little bit slower. Like no one's in a rush to do anything, but they're still productive. And so it just brings into my mind like, what have I been focusing on that has caused me to just worry about the grind or worry about the push? What am I doing? What are we doing as a people and as a culture? And so those questions that I asked you earlier, I really want you to ponder on them, my friend. I really, truly want you to ponder on them. And I would love to hear from you. Would love to hear your input. Would love to hear what you have to say. And I would love to interview anyone who has some perspective on life so that we can have a dialogue and that we can have a conversation. With that being said, again, there's no tip number on this tip. But I want to encourage you, enjoy the journey, enjoy your life. And I know we hear it all the time. There's process to progress. Enjoy the process. But here's what I'm saying. Enjoy it. Really enjoy every moment of every day so that those memories are created by themselves. Enjoy your family. Enjoy this Thanksgiving week. Some of you are maybe off this week or off Thursday and Friday, whatever that may look like. But enjoy your family, eat a lot of food, and soak it all in. All right. If you need me, I'm a coach. Reach out to me at identityofonecoaching@gmail.com. Again, I would love to hear your input. Let's get on a dialogue. Let's figure out how we can together help this world be a better place. All right. So I will see you tomorrow morning with your other tip. And again, I apologize for not putting any podcast up the last 2 or 3 days. Just been in this transition and moving and shaking. But I am back. So with that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. God bless. I want to thank you once again for tuning in to Your Life Tips with Coach Paul. If this podcast has brought value to your life, hit that subscribe button, my friend, and drop me a review if you haven't already. And just a reminder, you can catch my latest live tips on Facebook.com/Coach Paul Ibarra. 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time every weekday morning. And if you or anyone needs help in any area that you have heard me touch on, I am here to serve you, my friend. Visit my website, setfreelife.net, to schedule a free call with me, Coach Paul. So until we meet again, keep it moving and share some kindness with someone today. God bless.